There was actually good news last year. We have seen a continuous growth of private equity fundraising in the green transition, plus 20% versus an 18% drop in all the other sectors together. So the green economy is now the second largest sector in terms of investments.
Patrick, thank you so much for joining us. With trillions needed for the energy transition, where do you see the biggest gaps and biggest opportunities?
So the good news is 55% of what is needed for the global transition is already economic today, in terms of renewables, in terms of electric vehicles, in terms of grid expansion, etc. So every money that is supposed to flow there will see a positive business case, and that will work largely independent of any regulation. For the remaining 45%, yet need to be tackled from a regulatory perspective. And there we talk aspects like low carbon hydrogen, about carbon capture and storage, about a range of bioenergies needed, for example, to decarbonize shipping and aviation.
How is low carbon investing evolving?
The momentum remains. We've seen a lot of shift in the sentiment, a lot of shift in the public headlines and debate. But given that the majority of green technologies enjoy actually a positive business case, we've seen the money keeping flowing into those segments. There was actually good news last year. We have seen a continuous growth of private equity fundraising in the green transition, plus 20% versus an 18% drop in all the other sectors together. So the green economy is now the second largest sector in terms of investments, around about 5 trillion today, projected to grow to 7 trillion by 2030, and that makes itself the second biggest sector after pure technology plays. So I'm actually fairly optimistic in terms of low carbon investing working out. But as mentioned, there are a few segments that are needed from an overall planetary climate perspective that do not enjoy the benefit of a positive business case, and where we yet will need to close the gaps. But once the business cases are there, by way of regulatory support, money will flow automatically.
Thank you so much.
Thank you as well.